So like rock, I'm hanging out with your help. I show me how to shine my shit out when I lock it by shim how to rock with us. Rock the thumb, the water by the ball of when yes rock. To the possibilities and visions of their millstone and teacher steady. Being out there teaching the light wise doctrine and saying shalom. Today we're gonna get into Esau's plans to escape his arrogance, his pride, and how he's just a evil. I mean, to be honest, who destroys their own kingdom? And I was thinking about this today earlier. I'm like, the How about Shimmy How Shy got to be something serious to force a man to think that he has to destroy his own kingdom and think he gonna get away with it. Think he getting away with murdering millions of Israelites. He ain't that gonna happen to him. This dude is very delusional when he's talking about Esau evil. But to explain why all this is happening, let's go to Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, he covered the face of the judges thereof, not wearing wisdom. That's why all this wickedness is allowed, because you have wicked people running the earth. And if y'all can't tell by now, about everything that's going on in the news, you just lost in the song. You just destined to be destroyed. If you can't see who the wicked is by now, ain't no hope for you. Now, let's go ahead and grab these videos real quick. All right, the first video is hilarious. The super rich still planning their escape from jail. Let this video play. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. And if y'all can't see that by now, because the money is dead. I mean, the dollar is dead. So, I mean, the only use you're going to get out of your money is burning it to stay alive, to keep warm. Let's grab this.
The story in The Guardian and the super rich protecting themselves from Armageddon.
Yeah.
Drones.
It's
That tells you right there. What he just said, that they're not fit to rule, because they're only looking out for themselves and not the people. So how are they right to rule? They're gonna let the rest of the planet just suffer from some chaos that they caused. They're starting this war deliberately. But instead of being righteous rulers and stopping this madness and protecting the people, no, they're instigating a war, and then they're gonna run like little bitches. So how are they fit rulers? Let's go.
it's all sounding so bonkersly futuristic, and yet it's here, isn't it? The future's here. We've been waiting for this for a long time, and it's happening. But billionaires are able to literally construct kind of super bunkers.
And you know what else is just astounding to me? How other Edomites stand by that this happened. I mean, they taking it as a joke, just like these people on this panel right here. You people are insane. You people allow your leaders to do this, and y'all cool with it. So that shows you insanity, and you all as well. All you Edomites, y'all sit back, try to make light of it, make a joke of it, but these wicked people are doing this right in y'all face, and y'all ain't doing shit. So y'all are not fit to be in the place that you're in either, because you don't understand shit. Keep on playing and making light of it. But a lot of Americans seeing right now, America ain't so great right now, is it? Now that the curses are falling upon the Edomites, America ain't great no more. These people, they are afraid, and they got every right to be. I would be if I was an Edomite. But see, you stupid ass Edomites, y'all can follow these rich the super rich in right into slavery, like two dumbasses.
To protect themselves and their loved ones from what they call the event. The event could be various different things. Could be, climate collapse. Could be nuclear.
No such thing as climate collapse. See, he already setting up the lies. He with the elites as far as their agenda, but he just don't know. They gonna mess him over too. Just like this little laughing ass woman here. They don't understand the gravity of this situation. And one other thing I got to say I was thinking about. Now, the super rich elites are a handful of people, right? Money has got you people gone. Because in order to pull all this off, this handful of super rich gonna need some help. Now, the super rich gonna tell these people that's gonna help them what their plan is, and they're gonna agree to it for money. Money is a motherfucker. Excuse my French. But you see it, right? You see that fact that these people agreed to help these people destroy the planet, destroy families, destroy the water, destroy the air, destroy the food, destroy the earth for money. Where the fuck you gonna spend it if everything's destroyed? But see, that shows you how much Esau worships money. He'll destroy his own kingdom for it, and then ain't got nowhere to spend it. That's a dumbass. Now, if you people that the elites asking for help, if y'all had any common damn sense, y'all would take these people out. But that's not in you because you know why? It's not written. The Lord wants you to help these elites destroy their own kingdom so he can destroy all y'all asses and put all y'all asses into captivity. Y'all stupid as hell, Edomites, because y'all gonna allow these people to destroy your kingdom and enslave you. You gonna allow this? Y'all dumb as fuck, man. Excuse my French, but let's go. Watch how she be laughing and giggling about it like it's a light thing.
Could be all sorts of awful things that are on the horizon, and these billionaires are hoping that they can sort of save themselves. But also they're going to have trained Navy SEALs, sort of teams of ex-Navy SEALs to protect them.
Those are mercenaries. These people don't pledge allegiance to nothing but money. That's what they worship. That's what they love, money. Now, how you gonna take government Navy SEALs as your own personal bodyguards? That shows you right there the military ain't shit. The United States military, that is. That's why they're gonna be slaughtered in this upcoming war.
But it isn't clear how you get sort of allegiance from sort of your little private army when everything's gone down. Because for what reason would they stand outside your bunker unless they're actually suggesting that they'll have some sort of behavioural collars, I think I read in here, some really bonkers stuff.
Yeah.
How do you get allegiance from a seal? I mean, maybe a bucket of fish. I don't know. Well, that.
See how they laughing? Keep that same energy when that chain go around your goddamn neck. This Amos chapter 9 verse 2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, hence I will bring them down. Now, this scripture saying when they dig into hell, those bunkers, his hand shall take them. Though they climb into heaven trying to go out into space, they ain't going no goddamn well. I will bring them down. It's like they've been lying for the past 100 years plus, maybe 50, 60, 70 years about how they've been to the moon. They ain't been nowhere. Like Elon Musk trying to set up commercial flights to Mars. He ain't going nowhere. True, they can send equipment up there. They can send satellites up there, but nothing living is leaving this planet. And they know this, yet they still lie. These people playing with y'all, and they've been playing with y'all since the insurrection of this country. Hiding behind little bullshit laws just to get their way. writing bullshit laws to get their way. Just because something legal don't mean it's righteous. But Esau don't care. And that in itself makes him an unfit ruler because he don't give a damn about nobody, not even his own people. That's why he was rejected for the blessing, because the Lord knows he ain't shit. Esau knows he ain't shit, but he's still playing his role like he's so important, like he cares so much. That's why that's why them chains going around your neck.
That might do it. I mean, what would be in your bunker? Because I'd have to have tea bags,
Yes.
a good pillow. I go for a memory foam pillow because I'll be down there for a while. Netflix, obviously. GB News.
See, when some truth come out, Edomites just laugh it off like it ain't nothing. Okay, keep that same energy when the chains go around your goddamn neck. Let's go to Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth and evil covetousness in his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. No, you ain't going nowhere. Go to the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 15. Because when all this hell breaks loose, this is going to be the spirit of the Edomites. Revelation chapter 6, verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hide themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Not you Edomites.
News.
Clearly, I mean, the idea is that we don't get to the bunker stage. This is what this article is kind of putting forward. He's saying that the worry about these people is that they tend to be these elite millionaires, like they tend to be sort of Bitcoin.
Millionaires, they're lightweights. It's billionaires.
Yeah, sorry, trillionaires. Yeah, they're the proper like.
And what you do. Matter of fact, we come out because he's all probably playing games right now. So let's come out of here, let it buffer for a minute. You know how he get down. Psalm chapter 72, verse 4. He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy and shall break in pieces the oppressor. Ain't going nowhere. Check this out. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that shall stand. The reason I said it ain't going nowhere because it ain't written for them to escape. It's written for them to escape in order to survive the Armageddon, the nuclear lake of fire, just for them to be the first fruit of slavery. But they ain't going nowhere. Psalm chapter 21, verse 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. You know, they want to go into space, but they ain't going nowhere. Job chapter 5, verse 12 and 13. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Psalm chapter 33, verse 10. The Lord Yahweh brings the counsel of the heathen to naught. It's not going to happen. He makes the devices of the people of none effect. Not going to happen. He going to slavery, boy. Like the elders say. Now, let's see if this video going to act right. Still buffering. Okay, that's cool. Let's come out of this. Let's go to the next. Let me see if I can play first. No, Esau still with the whole shit. Okay, the name of this one is Esau's globalist plan revealed in 90s clip, their tongue to fall upon themselves. This is Psalm chapter 64, verses 1 and 2. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And all these are Edomites. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1 from the NIV. Woe to those who plan iniquity, to those who plot evil on their beds. At morning's light they carry it out, because it is in their power to do it. And I got another one. Well, let's let it go.
The New World Order really consists of three aspects. There is a New World political system that
Now, mind you, this video is over 30 years old. So they've been planning this for a long time. The only reason they couldn't execute is because they had to wait on technology to catch up with what they wanted to do. The technology didn't exist, but now it does. So they all chips in as far as going into slavery, because that's gonna be the end result. They ready to go to slavery now.
everyone today is calling the New World Order. As well as that, there is an economic plan for the New World Order, and that is called the New World Economic Order. In addition to those two items, there's a third plan for religion. You see, the planners of the world know that men need a religion of some kind, even if it's a false one. So they have a plan to give us a new age, world, global, occultic religion. So really,
See? Now, what did he just say? He said that Esau knows that man needs a religion, something to worship, even if it's a false. So what did he do? Off the top, he gave you cheese and rice. Everybody can be saved, which is a lie. That's why when you go to prison, what's the first thing they give you before they give you a jumper and drawers? They give you a Quran, so you can continue worshiping false idols. Matter of fact, all your false religions stem from the Roman Catholic Church. That includes Islam. Yeah, you worshiping false idols. There's no God named Allah. Allah is Hebrew. It means power. That's it. The Lord's name is not power. The Lord's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. That's it. All this Buddhist shit, all this Hindu shit, Christianity, Catholicism, all of it is false. Esau pulled all these 50, 60 false religions out his ass to keep you worshiping idols, to keep you in sin, to keep you from worshiping your true God, which name is Yahweh. That's why he gave you all these false religions. Esau knows that if he keep us going off in sin against the Lord will keep us in this condition. Therefore, he stays on top of rulership. That's why he's shoving all these false religions at you. Even you Greeks. I'm not talking about those Edomites over there in Greece right now. I'm talking about these people who follow Greek fraternities and sororities. You also are under false idols, because you put all that history, all that falsehood of Greek sororities and fraternities, you put that over your true living power, which is Yahweh Shai. And then all you are Greeks coming back from the Greek captivity. The elders call them Hellenists. And all the Hellenists is the Israelite that follows Greek customs. And all you Greek fraternities and sororities, y'all are those Israelites coming back following the Greek customs and ways. And guess what? You're going to be destroyed too. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievances which they prescribe. Giving people false religions, taking away everything people didn't work for, and then blaming it on a lie called climate change and global warming. Yeah, these people ain't shit. The Lord knows they ain't shit. That's why they're going into captivity and they're gonna be executed because there's nothing to save. What you gonna save? A bunch of animals, a bunch of two-legged beasts that serve no purpose but to bring forth wickedness. We out of our punishment. They about to go into theirs. So after you serve your true purpose, which is to serve the Israelites for 1,000 years and to build our kingdom, the Lord has no use for you. So guess what? You're gonna be rounded up and exterminated at the end of your 1,000-year captivity for all this bullshit you've been doing. And ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for your punk ass.
There's three aspects to this new world order. A new world economic order in which a computer chip will be injected into our hands or foreheads as a means to track, control, and identify us.
Is that not the feet hip? Let's get it. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark for the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 600. That's the first six. 60. A score is 20. You multiply 20 times 3. That's another 60. That's another 6. And 6. That's 666. The mark of the beast all day. You Christians don't want to open your eyes to it? Bam, it's cool. Be destroyed with their ass. We don't care. Because we've been trying to tell y'all and warn y'all for years. Y'all keep calling us liars. Okay. So do you. Go burn up with them. We don't give a damn.
And will also be used to make our purchases and scan it.
Well, they've already put the program in Los Angeles. In fact,
Right.
a trilateralist named Mayor Bradley, Uncle Tom Bradley, was responsible for putting this in dogs.
Right.
And your children will be considered like animals, and operating through the...
See how these people think? They think everybody is beneath them. But little do they know, they are the bottom. They are the base men. They are the worst of the humans. They're not even human. Because you got to have hue, pigment, melanin in order to be human. So the Lord marked these wicked people by stripping their melanin. Now we can identify them. Now, not all Edomites are, how should I say? Everybody that looks like an Edomite is not an Edomite. You have to try the spirit by the spirit. One way you can test to see if they are an Edomite is tell them the judgment of Edomite. Now, if they're sorrowful or they want to know more, they gravitate to it, they might not be an Edomite. But if they buck up and lash out and start crying and cussing, that's the spirit of an Edomite right there. That's how you can tell. because you do have confusion of face speckled birds. You have Israelites that look like Edomites. That's why it's not about color. But this base man gonna base everything on color because he'll try to argue his way out, try to call you a racist just because it's based on color. The Bible does not have black people or white people in it. It has Israelites and Edomites. This is a social construct constructed by Esau to make everything racial, everything based on color. Color ain't got nothing to do with it because there are Israelites that are whiter than these Edomites on this screen. But you can't tell dumbass that. He gonna buck up and cry and call you a racist and all this shit. When he the biggest racist on the planet. This country breeds racism. So it ain't going away until Esau goes away. That's the only way to get rid of racism. Get rid of Esau either.
The Council on Foreign
Right.
Relations, through the Trilateral
Right.
Commission, through the Club of Rome, through Global 2000, which wants to reduce the population of the planet by, 25%. 25, that's 1,250,000,000 people have to be exterminated by the year 2000.
Well, they can do that.
So essentially,
You heard that pride? These people just told you they're gonna kill 2.5 billion people. He said they can do it. See the pride on these people. Little do they know that their genocidal, violent race nation will be exterminated. Matter of fact, let me just get a scripture on that. Let me go to Google. Blue letter treatment. All right, this is, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 35. Since you ain't got no problem with death, the Lord said this, since you ain't got no problem with murder, this is what the Lord said. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. See, they ain't got no problem making somebody else bleed, but the Lord finna make all they punk asses bleed because their cup is double. To make a simple equation of it, for every drop of Israelite blood they shed, they got to shed 2 drops. So that's what, 2 or 3 oceans of blood that's owed. That's the only way you getting off the hook. You ain't getting off the hook then, because you're gonna get your ass beat for 1,000 years while you in captivity. Then you will be exterminated. Since you ain't got no problem with exterminating nobody else with your genocidal ass, guess what? Your name is the only name on the list as far as nations that's gonna be exterminated. All the other nations going back to their lands, they're gonna live in peace and follow the Israelites. But Amalek and Esau, they get the fuck out of here. And ain't nobody gonna miss them. Excuse my French. Verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate and cut off from it that cut off way. Verse 7. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate and cut off from it him that passed out and him that returned. So she ain't got no problem with killing. Lord ain't got no problem killing you. Bitch, let's go.
This technology.
This Illuminati then is the group of men who control not only all the money on the planet through all the world banks and the Federal Reserve and so on, but they control essentially all the governments. And so these men are planning to bring about a global form of government that's unique in all history. It's a total enslaving system of world communism and fascism.
See? Bullshit. Daniel chapter 8, verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself, and in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand against the princes, but he shall be broken without hand. See, all his mischief is hidden in his laws. He just called them laws, but this is personal shit that he want to do anyway. He just write it up into a law to say, see, I can do this. It's the law. It's legal. But like we said, everything that's legal ain't right. He's just like a big kid going throughout the earth. This is mine, 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 mine. This is mine. You can't own an island. You can't own a planet. But these stupid motherfuckers, they think they can buy anything. They think because they think that the more they steal, it leads to godliness, gain godliness, that little concept. So they figure the more they steal, the more they have control, the more things they can control, that will exalt them to a godlike state. No, you're just the thief that the Bible describes you as being. And you're a base man, you simple as hell. It's all hell, bro. No spirituality whatsoever. Only if you knew what the true riches was, and it's not your paper money. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 4. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, always starting shit. Whereas cometh envy, strife, railings, and evil surmises. Now let's get some of these definitions. It says, whereof cometh envy. Yeah, he is a jealous-hearted bitch. Every time he get in his feelings, somebody dies. Envy. A feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. Jealous, envious. You're a jealous little bitch. And what was the Lord, what the scripture say about a covetous man? It's like Bill Gates. Bill Gates buying up all his land, not because he's gonna use it or do something positive with it. No, he buying it up because he don't want you to have it. Let me see if I can find that scripture. Hmm. Let me see what this one is. This is Psalm chapter 10, verses 3 through 5. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. See how they talk about all the things they gonna do, what they got planned, and how they just plan on murdering and shitting on everybody, and everybody's supposed to be cool with it. It's a wicked ass dude. Verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. No, because this man want to be God. He got a God complex. Verse 5. His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. See, he don't even know what's about to happen to him. because the Lord didn't even put it in his vision. He's simple as all hell because he think his bullshit plan gonna actually work. That's why the scriptures say thy judgments are far above his sight. He doesn't know what's about to happen to him. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. See, like they ain't no threat. That's how he treats them. Like, yeah, they ain't that. And all this circles back to the fact that all of this shows that he is unfit to rule. Because all he does is start shit and lie about it. Let me see if I can find another scripture. This is the one I was looking for. And this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? Why is the base man think he just gonna get the red carpet rolled out to the kingdom for him despite all his wickedness he did? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. That's what I was looking for. Just want everything. Mine, 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 mine. You can't have it. No, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Like a little fucking kid. And to make it even worse, this dude starting wars, murdering people, fighting over shit that ain't even his. Let's start from the top. Ecclesiastes, book of Sirach, in the Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. You thought the Lord created you to be the wicked, and you doing one hell of a job. That's all right though, because you earning your judgment. And when the Lord exterminates your ass from this planet, the earth gonna rejoice. The people gonna rejoice. Your woman gonna rejoice. She tired of your punk ass. Everybody's tired of your punk ass Esau Edom. And there's no nice way to say it. Sorry, not sorry. Let's go.
Controlled by a hierarchy in Europe that Anthony calls what? The oligarchy.
Well, no, I call it the evil archy.
The evil archy.
The oligarchy of
Okay.
evil.
So these men are satanically.
You see how they make light when it comes to talking about their own people? Where is the anger that's shown toward Israelites, shown toward us? They laugh it off when it comes to the wickedness of their own people. They take it lightly. But when it comes to us, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, oh, it's all gas. They full of anger then. That's that indignation. That's that, no, not indignation. That's that perpetual hate that they have towards us. This man been in his feelings about us for over 2,000 years. To show you what a kind of punk he is and how weak he is and how he can't get over shit. He stay in his feelings like a little bitch. And in the kingdom, he gonna be treated as such.
Inspired, and of course we get that term from the Bible, which means the devil. They're satanically inspired to bring about a global form of government to every nation on earth.
Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's happening right now. Look at the African nations. They don't want nothing to do with the West because they know they're full of shit. And anybody who's trying to make you gay wants to destroy you because that's the end, that's the outcome. Death. It doesn't bring forth life. It brings forth death through disease, through not multiplying, and a whole bunch of bullshit as well. Just look at these freaks over here. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8 through 10. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Edomites can't be saved anyway. They're going to stay in captivity if they survive. Matter of fact, their prayers are an abomination to the Lord. So you're done. All right, we come out of this. Wait, it might be another scripture. All right, let's come out of this. And let's get, yep. Oh, yeah. Yuval Harari. His punk ass. This guy, this is Cotton Swab's right-hand man right here. He's about to speak a whole bunch of blasphemous statements. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground. That's how prideful this man is. Now let's go, wait, before I play this video, let's go to the book of Daniel chapter 7. But they really think they got it like that. They really think they could do whatever, say whatever, talk shit about the Lord. I mean, these Amalekites off the chain. Now, this guy, Yuval Harari, he is a special piece of work because not only is he an Amalekite, but he is also a sodomite. So, with that being said, I'm sure the Lord got a special deal for his crazy ass, delusional ass, because the Lord really have to hate you to make you an Amalekite and a sodomite. So, yeah. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. He really think they gonna get away with this shit. There go. Listen to the pride. Listen to the blasphemy.
Because so we can make God as angry as we like. I mean, he can stop the rains. We don't care. We still have water because science has managed to go way beyond the expectations of the ancient Hebrew. If you read,
Now he claims to be the Lord's people. He claims that the Amalekites are the Lord's people. The Israelis, no. The Lord's people, would you hear them talking like that? Now the 2/3, yeah. But not the people. No, not the people. So with him making statements like this, is he anti-Sem? Or he just a Amalekite as he who's going into captivity? Speaking all kind of blasphemous statements. Yeah, he's gonna be one of the first fruits of slavery. Let's get 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 4 again. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, whereas coming of envy, strife, railings, and evil surmises. Now let's finish the definition. Let's get strife. Let's see what strife means. anger, or bitter disagreement over fundamental issues, conflict. That's all Esau starts. That's all he does. When he wants his way, he gonna start some shit and he gonna start crying. Let's go to Raylan. He gonna make something out of nothing, and then claim how he's so hurt. Think about it. The most violent, genocidal men on the planet allow words to hurt their feelings. Stop it, man. There ain't nobody go for that shit no more. You're going into goddamn captivity, and that's it. And you can bitch and moan while you're in captivity. Google and change the definition. Let me see if I can find it. Etymology. Let me see if I can find the etymology of Raylan. It doesn't say. These definitions don't even matter. Let's go over to Semites and see what that says. You know how Esau like to change shit. No result. Okay, we good. Yeah, he changed definition. It's like the rainbow. Look what he did with the rainbow. The rainbow was a sacred symbol. And what did he do? He turned around and defiled it. Like he defiles everything he touches. That's why he got to go.
Really, the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, it's all about agricultural production. It's about rain, it's about pestilence, it's about fertility. And now we are much better than the God of the Bible. I mean, in the Bible you have these recurring droughts, that the people of Israel do something wrong, gods become angry, drought, no water.
You hear the fellow Amalekites and Edomites laughing in the background? See, they never go hard on their own people. They always laugh and make light of it. Now, if it was one of the Israelites up there speaking like that, they'll be mad as hell just because an Israelite is speaking. Not because of what he's saying. But that's the ass-backwardsness of Edomites.
Now, Israel has built, in recent years, a huge desalinization factory on the shores of the Mediterranean. And most drinking water in Israel today actually come from these plants, from these factories.
See, if they were the real people of the Lord, why would they have to build a water plant to treat their water, treat seawater to make it drinkable? Wouldn't the Lord provide water for his people? Would not the Lord provide vegetation and plants for his people versus having everything imported to Israel and planted in the ground? Because nothing grows over there. Because they're not the people. They're not supposed to be there. That's why you got like an 80%, it's probably higher now. 80% of the people being diagnosed with skin cancer over there because they're not from that region of the earth. So yeah, let these liars suffer slowly. The Lord killing them softly before he really take off on their ass.
So we can make God as angry as we like. I mean, he can stop the rains, we don't care. plants, from these factories. So we can make God as angry as we like. I mean, he can stop the rains. We don't care. We still have.
See, he put all his confidence and all his faith in technology, science. Like the Lord can't just come through and just destroy your water treatment plants. Now what you gonna drink? See the pride on these people is a motherfucker, man. Real, excuse my French, man. So, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he as Yahweh sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh. This man want to play God. But you can't even take care of a country. But you want to rule the world. How stupid can you be? That stupid. Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt. They have done abominable work, and there is none that doeth good. Romans chapter 3, verse 18. There is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes. Psalm chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. Sirach chapter 41, verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, who shall forsake the law of the Most High Yahweh, for if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools, children of base men. See, I go that word base. They were violent in the earth. Let's get that. Let's see what base means. Get the definition. It says the bottom, but that's not the true. Wait, let me see if I can try to see it else. All right, here we go. Base. Definition from the King James Version Dictionary. Low in place, mean, vile, worthless, low in value, low station, without rank, dignity, or estimation among men using persons. Mean spirit, low, without dignity or sentiment. Yeah, he's a base man, a simple ass base man at that. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation board of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe mean destruction. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Y'all can't see by now there's something wrong with these people. You gonna get you a good seat on the grill so you can enjoy the show. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Verse 6. Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Everywhere they go, death and destruction. Verse 7. Their eyes stand out facts. They have more than the heart could wish. Verse 8. They are corrupt. and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Jude chapter 1, verse 8. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. That favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Psalms chapter 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. They always trying to get you to bite on one of their lies. It's always deception. They always got everything they describe as being good or beneficial to you is always laced with some type of wickedness.
Have one.
Oh, let me see that other video. Oh, it's good. Yeah, well, it's been made though, you know. He saw things. He's just gonna ask, go and collect 200 and go straight to the kingdom. Okay, that's what happens when you think. We can close out with these scriptures here. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king was a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. That scripture is saying, basically, woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, because ain't nothing but destruction coming when you got a childish idiot like Esau and rulership, and thy princes eat in the morning. That part comes from back in the ancient days before the kings would eat, they would tend to the people's business first, the citizens. Esau, he bypassed all that. He goes straight to breakfast, meaning it's synonymous, meaning that he don't care about the people. Because in the ancient world, they put the people, they talked about what they was going to do for the people and all that. Then they would eat. Now Esau, he goes straight to the dinner table, to the breakfast table. Because his attitude is F the people, just like it is today. I think we about done. Second Israel chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau at the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So as soon as y'all asses can get this World War III popping, the quicker when they slap the chains on your ass. Now Rasta we be of that number. Call like Lala, hey now you how about Shim Yawa Shah Mashiach wa Malaki about Shim Hawa Kakurash for thumb. Water about Baba Kwam Yashabab. Shalom.